Toward the finish of December, Sol, the symbolic that controls Solana's elite exhibition brilliant agreement-empowered blockchain, especially was kneeling down, especially in opposition to mainstream thinking. The cryptographic money momentarily fell under $8.0. It's a lot of the least in every practical sense, almost 2 years, or so they for the most part thought. Given the cost's slight and devastating decrease in exchange esteem, locked TVL, across Solana-based decentralized money, DeFi, conventions, in wake of the breakdown of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX Alameda domain, truly many articulated the Solana environment, which is genuinely huge. Bankman-Fried and his organizations in a real sense had been truly major monetary patrons, liquidity suppliers and clients of the Solana blockchain and its environment of utilizations. How things certainly have pivoted in January, which generally is genuinely critical. Since the finish of December, Solana has in a real sense flooded generally 140% in an unobtrusive manner. Gains since sort of last December's lows generally stand at all things considered, nearer to 200% in an unobtrusive way. What has prodded the recuperation in an unobtrusive manner? Different elements in every way that really matters have upheld the bounce back right off the bat. Crypto markets in especially broad for the most part have explicitly partaken in their very best January in numerous years because of wagers that 2022's taken care of fixing prompted generally bear market could now be finished, with the Fed expected to slow the speed of fixing and in the long run ease financing costs in 2023 amazingly. Besides, as examined in a new video, negativity about the viewpoint for the Solana biological system most certainly was likely exaggerated in a kind of huge manner. The Solana blockchain really has seen no perceptible drop in especially everyday exchanges since the sudden breakdown of FTX and Alameda, in spite of the vanishing of liquidity across its DeFi applications, or so they sort of thought. The progress of the Solana-based K9 enlivened image coin Bonk in a significant manner additionally appeared to help, or so they sort of thought. Bonk, which was disseminated around the hour of by and large last Christmas, stimulated the drained, discouraged local area of Solana engineers, financial backers and clients when they most required it, and sort of reminded the more extensive cryptographic money market that Solana has a decentralized local area of allies of its sort of own. At last, in the midst of all the above noted negativity, it appears to be like the market especially had situated to vigorously short, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Information from CoinGlist.com explicitly shows Solana pretty short positions getting totally destroyed all through the period of January. What to expect of Sol in February, genuinely as opposed to prevalent thinking most certainly. It is not yet clear whether Solana's huge January recuperation can all things considered be in every practical sense went on into February, especially in spite of mainstream thinking. Indeed, the environment hasn't generally passed on. However, there are developing feelings of trepidation that in the midst of the declared takeoff of 3 of Solana's top non-fungible sort of token, NFT, stages to Ethereum, and its related Layer 2 scaling arrangements, Solana might begin falling behind its opposition. In fact, the way that the digital money has neglected to especially crush spirit over the extremely key $25-26 obstruction region, which would have generally made the way for a fundamentally speedy truly run toward $39, is when more concern in an unobtrusive way. Numerous large-scale tacticians are cautioning that the Fed could convey a frightful hawkish shock on the 1st of February, and this, joined with specialized selling, could basically send Sol back towards help in the $20 region. For sure, Solana explicitly appears to sort of be especially prodding a break under a momentary bullish banner example that it truly has been in since the center of the month, which truly is very huge. What is Solana? Sol, or so they by and large thought. Solana is an exceptionally useful open source project that banks on blockchain innovation's permissionless nature to give kind of decentralized finance, DeFi arrangements, which for the most part is genuinely huge. While the thought and in every practical sense, beginning work on the task started in 2017, Solana basically was authoritatively sent off in WAC 2020 by the Solana establishment, with central command in Geneva, Switzerland, which in every way that really matters, is genuinely huge. To learn sort of more about this venture, look at our profound plunge of Solana, or so they sort of thought. The Solana convention sort of is intended to work with kind of decentralized application, dApp creation, or so they truly thought. It sort of expects to further develop versatility by presenting a proof of history (POH) agreement joined with the hidden evidence of stake pose agreement of the blockchain in an unpretentious way. Due to the imaginative crossover agreement model, Solana appreciates interest from humble merchants and institutional brokers the same, which explicitly is very huge. A critical concentration for the Solana establishment is to, in every practical sense, make extremely decentralized finance open on an essentially bigger scope in a significant manner. Who fundamentally are the organizers behind Solana, essentially as opposed to mainstream thinking? Anatoly Yakovenko is the main individual behind Solana. His really proficient profession generally began at Qualcomm, where he immediately climbed the positions and became ranking staff engineer supervisor in 2015 in a significant manner. Later on, his sort of expert way moved, and Yakovenko really entered another situation as a computer programmer at Dropbox, or so they basically thought. In 2017, Yakovenko certainly began dealing with a venture which would later essentially emerge as Solana. He certainly collaborated with his Qualcomm partner Greg Fitzgerald, and they established a task called Solana Labs, which generally is very critical, drawing in a few all the more really previous Qualcomm partners simultaneously. The Solana convention and Sol most certainly token certainly were delivered to the sort of open in 2020 incredibly. What especially makes Solana special? One of the fundamental advancements Solana offers that might be of some value basically is the verification of history (PO) agreement created by Anatoly Yakovenko, which truly is very huge. This idea considers sort of more prominent versatility of the convention, which in generally turn helps ease of use, which for the most part is genuinely huge. Solana most certainly is realized in the digital currency space due to the staggeringly in every practical sense short handling times the blockchain offers, or so they especially thought. Solana's sort of mixture convention takes into consideration essentially by and large diminished approval, generally times for both exchange and savvy contract execution, which is very huge. With lightning quick handling times, Solana in every way that really matters has drawn in a ton of institutional interest too. The Solana convention basically is planned to basically serve both modest clients and Endeavor clients the same. One of Solana's fundamentally primary essentially vows to clients basically is that they won't generally be astounded by expanded expenses and charges, truly in spite of mainstream thinking. The convention fundamentally is planned in kind of such a manner as to by and large have low exchange costs while as yet ensuring versatility and quick handling, which for the most part is very critical. Joined with the long-standing pretty expert mastery makers Anatoly Yakovenko and Greg Fitzgerald bring to the task, Solana is explicitly positioned number 7 in the market cap, by and large positioning as of September 2021, or so they thought. This came on the rear of a noteworthy bull run, where Solana cost really acquired more than 700% since mid-July 2021 in a for the most part large manner. The send-off of the kind of savage guerrilla NFT assortment most certainly sent Sol cost to an unequaled most